On the opening night of Dowd at Union Avenue Opera, I found the opera's first act disorienting because it is so different from the acclaimed play by John Patrick Shanley, which won both the Pulitzer Prize and the Tony Award in 2005. Shanley wrote the libretto for the opera using the play as his source, as well as the screenplay for the 2008 film. The second act of the opera, which is much closer to the play, I found gripping. Union Avenue's production was excellent in every way throughout, so I went back to see it again the following night. I came away with a much higher regard for the unity of expression in the opera. It's different from the play, but it works in its own way. The basic story is the same in both the play and the opera. The action takes place in 1964 in a parochial school whose principal, Sister Aloysius, is as strict as they come. When she becomes concerned that one of the priests, Father Flynn, might be a danger to the children in the school, she proceeds very carefully because the priest is her superior in the church hierarchy. Sister Aloysius decides to confront Father Flynn after hearing from Sister James, one of the teachers, about a private meeting between the priest and the school's only black student, Donald Miller. Protocol prevents Sister Aloysius and Father Flynn from meeting alone, so Sister James is present at a meeting that begins comically as a discussion of a Christmas pageant, but turns confrontational when the subject of the priest's behavior is raised. When this meeting fails to resolve the issue, Sister Aloysius tries to recruit Donald's mother as an ally, but this meeting has far from the expected result. Another showdown between Father Flynn and Sister Aloysius seems to end in her favor, but what happened next should be no surprise to anyone viewing the opera from a contemporary perspective. In the play, this story is told with only 4 characters, the 2 nuns, the priest, and the mother. In the world of commercial theater, it is essential to keep the number of actors to a minimum so productions can turn a profit. The operatic version of Dowd takes advantage of the larger casts that are possible in the nonprofit world of opera. Sister Aloysius's appearance in a class with the students shows us the intimidating class presence we only hear about in the play. The basketball team is on stage when Father Flynn coaches them. We see Donald Miller with the team and when he emerges from his private meeting with the priest. This detail and several others allow the audience at the opera to form its own opinions about events that are only reported in the play. Father Flynn delivers his sermons to a full congregation, for which composer Donald J. Cuomo provides beautiful choral music. It was sung and played movingly by the Union Avenue Chorus and Orchestra, sensitively conducted by Scott Schoonover. He seemed to be of one mind with stage director Tim Osell, who elicited performances from the entire cast in which the acting and the singing were equally distinguished. This production was music drama at its best. The cast was led by Christine Brewer as Sister Aloysius. There is no superfluous display in the music for this austere character, but there was no doubt that she was brought to life by one of the great voices of the operatic stage. Also turning in totally absorbing performances were Wes Mason as Father Flynn, Elise Qualiata as Sister James, and Melody Wilson as Mrs. Miller. A huge tilting cross is the dominating element of the imposing set design by Kira Bishop. Teresa Doggett's costumes, Jeff Beam's lighting, and Laura Skraska's properties enhanced a production that was remarkable by any measure.
I mostly agree with you, Jerry. It's a brilliant show. I've seen the music didn't blow me away, but it was very, very good. But I would say that the acting and the singing were equally wonderful. And seeing the play, the film, and now the opera, I just marvel at Shanley's script. You sit there and you go, I know who's the villain and who isn't. And then you change your mind, and then you change your mind again. Whether it's the play or the film or the opera, it's so well written that you're never really 100% sure.
Well, let's hear some of that music. Hey, thanks for watching. Click here to subscribe and check us out on Facebook. The link is below.